The goal of the game is not to get the best KDA. It's not to be able to wreck the enemy team in 2 basic attacks. It is not to blow up the enemy team. It is to take objectives and to kill the Titan. That's what the game is about. In order to win, you must take the Titan. If you cannot take the Titan, it doesn't matter how many kills you have, it doesn't matter how much gold you have, the enemy will catch up, and the enemy will take the Titan if you don't. That's just the way the game works. So, in this video, I'll be talking about how a lot of teams throw and how you can take objectives, translating your kills that you have gotten into objectives that will let you win the game. And this is why split pushing is such a viable strategy. While the enemy team may be getting 1 or 2 picks, but you're taking their towers, you're taking their phoenixes, you're taking gold furies, you are getting global gold for your team, while their team is just getting about 300 gold for one person and assist gold with everyone else. And that's just not as much gold as you can get from just taking objectives. And objectives give you map control. They can't walk in the back of their lanes without feeling unsafe. It lets you ward deeper. It lets the lane just naturally push in so you have an advantage in the team fight. It forces people to play differently if you have more objectives. You're stronger than them, even if you don't have any kills. It can be 5-5, but you can have multiple towers over them, and you will demolish them in every team fight just from the gold advantage. Both towers in each lane have 2,000 HP, and the average ADC does about 100 damage per auto in the late game, something around that, 100, 200, and that is just pretty big. You can kill a laner, 3-4 man a tower, and just push it. You don't need multiple picks. You just need one person. Just push the tower. Towers give a lot of global gold for your team, and the same thing with phoenixes. In fact, you want to have more phoenixes. Phoenixes give have 2,500 HP, and after 4 minutes, they will respawn with 25% HP. And phoenixes that have already been destroyed will have 50% max HP and 50% damage on their shots. And it's just insane. You can just take so many objectives just to win the game. You kill the enemy dual laner with your jungler, go take Gold Fury. Gold Fury gives you 1,500 gold and 1,000 experience for your entire team. And it only has 2,700 HP as soon as it spawns in. 10 minutes to the game, just around the time you'll take it, it has 5,400 HP. And you could probably 3-man it, both dual laners plus your jungler. You just shove the Gold Fury and kill it, and then maybe take a tower or something if the enemy laners are still dead or they're not in lane, or just harass the tower. And you can get the mid laner. You don't even need to kill both dual laners, just kill the support. If you kill the support, they don't have a hog 3, and you will win the Gold Fury because they can't contest it. They don't have a hog, they're outnumbered, they lost their support. If you can kill the ADC, that's great too. And if you take multiple Gold Furies around the 10-minute mark, 12, 13, 14-minute mark, you are going to have a huge advantage going in late game. 1 or 2 items up on them. And you want to be able to sneak the thing. Get a Sentry Ward, get Hog 3, everyone just ward up and light up the Gold Fury. And contest it early and contest it often. You want the Gold Fury. And going to the late game, if you manage to get 1 or 2 picks with the or in a team fight, like you kill the support, you kill their warrior, or you kill their ADC, you kill their support. Note how I'm always saying support here, because you want to kill the support before doing anything, because they have the ability to secure their hog. If you see them use their hog, the support, rush an objective, rush GF, rush Gold Fury, because if you're ahead, then you control the game. You should not be reacting to what they're doing. They should not be able to rush objectives without you having taken it first. You want every single objective on the map, and you want to rush the Titan as soon as all their objectives are down. At 10 minutes, the Fire Giant has 7,500 health, and every minute he'll get 130 health. And if you kill the Fire Giant, you get this massive buff and 200 experience per member and 150 gold. That is 750 gold for the entire team, and that is half of what Gold Fury gives you. But it is a huge buff. It's basically an item. You're basically giving yourself another item ahead. As long as you can take objectives, and as long as you can push phoenixes, you can take the enemy Titan without an issue. But if you don't go for objectives, let's say you're ahead by around 5k gold and you just play reactively, you just sit there and wait for your opponent to do something. It's not what you do. Because if you let them have room, if you let them wiggle a little bit, then you will lose. You want to grab onto them and just stranglehold them while at the same time they're trying to choke you. So it's basically who can put more pressure onto the other person or team before they choke. And this is just really, it's a game of pressure basically. If you can get more objectives and you can push more lanes, then they have to defend more. And if they have to defend more, you can go rush Fire Giant and Gold Fury without them knowing, or without them being able to contest it because they're too far away defending their base. Because someone is taking on Phoenix on the other side of the map. Just split pushing is incredibly powerful when you think about the strength of objectives. And objectives is what you want to be able to win the game. Like that. Normally when you're taking objectives, you want to have you want a Phoenix on the long lane. I specify the long lane. If you have a Phoenix on the long lane, they are forced to go defend it, and that puts them farther away from the Fire Giant. If they are defending the long lane Phoenix, and they are not near the Fire Giant, so you can rush the Fire Giant. The long lane Phoenix, and then if you can get 2 Phoenixes, go for 2 Phoenixes. If not, go for Fire Giant, and then go for a mid or a left lane or a short lane Phoenix, and then 2 towers or a Gold Fury, if you can get 2 towers, and then go for another tower. Go for 1 tower. If you cannot get out, Gold Fury or 2 towers. And if you just can't get a tower, period, you can't get Fire Giant, you can't go Fury, you can't get Phoenix, go for buff camps, mid camps. They still give experience. They still give a lot of experience that will eventually put you ahead over time. And a lot of people don't realize this, but if you can take complete control of your buff camps in the late game, you will come out super ahead, as a small harpy will give you 22 experience and 13 gold. So that's 44 experience and 26 gold for the small harpies, and 140 experience and 45 gold for the big harpy. And on a mid camp, that is 280 experience and 90 gold. That adds up over time. As if you get both mid camps, you get around 500 gold and 500 experience and around 180 gold. This is big, as if you can do this consistently over time, you will catch up or build that gap that you're trying to create. And the Cyclopses give 22 experience per small Cyclops and 13 gold. And the large Cyclops gives 185 experience. That's more than the large Harpy, and the same amount of gold at 45 gold. So the Cyclopses overall give a little bit more experience, but they don't respawn as fast. So if you can just constantly go around and take those Cyclops, constantly take those Harpies before you team fight, and just build that gold bridge, and then just buy and then start a team fight, just engage or poke or whatever the hell your team comp does, you will win the fight just because you have more items. As items and gold win games. But once you get to full build, and everyone in the game is full build, like, it doesn't matter if everyone on your team's full build, if the entire enemy team has 3 or 4 items, then you take that gold fury, deny them that gold, because the tower is going to be there later. The tower's not going anywhere, but the gold fury, you don't know if it's going anywhere. The gold fury could just disappear later on. And so you deny them gold up until the point where it doesn't matter, then you contest Fire Giant. You always stay on the Fire Giant. You do not want to give them any vision. If they counter ward you, you counter ward right back right away. Everyone should be buying sentry wards if possible, because it gives you such a huge advantage. Vision on objectives allows you to contest them if your opponent is playing for objectives, which is what you should be doing, as I'm trying to say here. That sounds kind of bad, but whatever. I forgot what I was gonna say. This is embarrassing, but basically that's all I really have to say. Oh yeah, I forgot. You do not have to 5-man the fires. You do not have to 5-man the gold fury in the late game. You could have 3 or 4 people on the Fire Giant while a couple other people are pushing towers, distributing that pressure. Like I said, it's a game of pressure. If you can pressure multiple objectives at the same time, you will come out on top. They don't know. Should they contest the Fire Giant? Should they contest the 2 towers they're losing right now? And if they don't agree with each other, if the enemy team does not agree with each other and they split up, you are basically guaranteed every single objective you just went for. And that's all I really have to say. Objectives win games. You have to translate your kills into objective. Kills don't mean anything without objectives.